Hello guys, nice to see you here. Welcome to Programming Funny. And today, actually, purpose of this video is to share with you my learning plan and what is my plans for the future. How will we do that? What will be our principles, concepts, and actually which kind of learning we will do together. So let's start. First of all, guys, we will do all the things from scratch. It is very important because I believe that the only knowledge we should have is a very structured um, knowledge. So we will go through the nature of programming language, how does it works, which of them needs compilation, which of them are not, what is the stack, heap, bits and the bytes. We will touch assembler because I believe that for understanding of programming language, you guys need assembler. Like usually we learn that on university, but while my aim is to give you guys some university, quality of this knowledge, then we will go through all of these things. And I believe it is very, very important that these are basic things, but they gives you a big power to be really professional developers. Okay, so let's go through the six main principles of this programming funny golang backend course. Firstly, programming is a skill because yeah, it is like drive a car. No one able to teach you how to drive a car. You need a skill for that, and with the programming is the same. So I can show you how to do that. I can show you which things should you learn, but before you have this skill, it will not work. And mostly it is up to you guys. Then the access for everyone, so it is all for free, and it will be always for free. So everyone will have an access, just internet needed here. Second thing is structurable. As I said, knowledge must be structurable because you cannot build a great building on a bad base. And it is a gap of a lot of software engineers in 2021 because if guys code JavaScript, they think that assembler is a thing that will never need. I have another mind, and I will tell you guys why. Then, as more experience as possible, guys, I prefer live sessions because I can talk with you. You can ask me questions. So for me, it works much better than YouTube videos. But I do record this video because like I think I know that not everyone, according to time zone, or maybe for problems in life, okay, like families, supermarkets, work, learning, etc. So videos is much less effective, but I believe that it is still a good idea. Then respectful attitude, and we help each other. I believe you understand what does it mean, guys. So let's go with this six simple principles. We have a few big parts of how will it work. Firstly, we will learn Golang as a programming language because without this knowledge, without a good understanding of how this programming language works, what is inside, how does it cooperate with the machine, and which functions we have as developers according to machine, like which things can we use in which way, how does it work. And we will learn Golang very deeply because yeah, from variables, functions to distributed tracing, applications profiling, etc. For me, it works on the like this. Secondly, we will go to the backend, so we will learn basic network protocols like HTTP, UDP, TCP, gRPC, HTTP2. We will learn some some containers orchestrator system like Docker Swarm, Kubernetes. We will learn Docker deeply because currently it is almost necessary to have some Docker understanding to work as a backend developer. Then, of course, cloud service providers like AWS and CI/CD pipelines. So it is a full package, and I believe that after this course, you will be able to work as a good, normal Golang backend engineer. So let's go through the lessons. Um, the first one is a programming machine. It is important. So we will check what is the compilation process, like which stages it comes through. So how does it work generally, and what is the final output. Then it is Golang or actually General Developers Toolkit and Git. Git is a version control system. So with this thing, we can develop an application with a team, and we will use that to do a homework. So I will show you how does it works and why do we need that. Then we will write a hello world application. We will check language data types, syntax, because programming language is a still language, okay? So bitwise logical operators. I know a few super cool tricks of how to improve your application performance with these things. But to use that, you should know exactly what it is and how does it works. So then we will go through the basic apps like maybe some lead code challenges, just to have some basic coding experience, basic coding skills. So it works. Then very important things. Firstly, about dependencies. Every programming language in this way or another works with dependencies. In Go, it is not really specific, but it has some differences like comparable to another languages. So I will give you an overview of the best practices and how to use that in Golang. Then, as a like very general thing, we will learn collections with you, like a linked list, map, array list, actually a few kinds of trees. It is very important, and it will help you a lot when you guys will go through your interviews. Golang tools is actually built in a language toolkit that we use for testing, for profiling, for build Go binary files. So yeah, it is important thing. But the one of my favorite is a multi-threading. So Golang is a very good in that. Like few things that works more or less not like in other languages. It is a multi-threading system and it is a error handling system. So it is for Go very basic things, but we will learn that for a few lessons. So I will show you test cases, patterns, how does it works inside. So yeah. Um, we will check some principles of object-oriented programming and drop of functional programming, and yeah, of course, we will go through the structure of a good application because. Like for developers that just started to work with Go, sometimes it is not really super easy to make a good application structure. Then few things like debugging, testing. So I will tell you guys about testing in programming at all. Like which kind of tests do we have? Which actually types. So for example, like unit tests, integration tests, end-to-end tests. It is very important, and we will learn it all. And after that, we will go to the backend development, like what is it, how does it works, maybe some basic things we need to start the backend development, client server architecture, protocols, and maybe basic things about databases. It is an advanced level. So in this level, you probably should know everything about the language. So we will go through the very important things like profiling, language internals, like how channels works, um, how does interface work in Go, like what is a Go routine and how does it scheduling to work. We will talk about microservices, deployments, NWS, 12-factor apps. So yeah, it is all included, and yeah, also we will touch software design a bit, but maybe in a backend part. Backend is a good place. No more UI. We will start with you guys from very basic dictionary, from a new words that we should know. It is important, so I will give you an overview of most common things that we should know to work as a Golang developers. So let's go to the backend part. First of all, guys, we will learn some basics of backend, like what is actually backend development, like how companies create a squads of backend engineers, how do they cooperate with front-end developers, with management, with the DevOps team. So it is very important to know actually. So also we would go with few most popular network protocols like HTTP, HTTPS, TCP, UDP, maybe some peer-to-peer protocols, because you guys should understand that to, for example, have some understanding of what is a REST API, what is a SOAP, what is a GraphQL, how do they works with HTTP or gRPC, for example. And after that, guys, we will start with a real backend. So first of all, we guys should know how Docker works, what is it, how to build a Docker container, you know, to deliver our applications is in most effective way that actually we have currently in backend development. After that, we will go through the software design. You know, in Europe, we always have three stages of interviews. Um, First of them is a coding interview, coding challenge. Then it is a software design interview, where we're asking guys to design some system, like for example Twitter, like infrastructure, databases, maybe even programming languages, and how to build this infrastructure, how to scale some part of that, how and where to cache data. So it is very important, and I believe that we will have a few lessons about that. Also, we will learn serverless, because currently it is some kind of trendy technology that actually shows to software engineers that servers is actually sometimes you don't really need it. We will say a few words, or we will spend a few lessons in security, because every backend developer, every software engineer should know at least concept of this. You know, you cannot be like a security engineer, but at least you should know the common problem, common issues, and more or less every one of us should be able to create a secure application without from scratch, okay, without calling security engineer for every step of development. Also, we will check Amazon Web Services as like probably the most popular cloud provider, and Kubernetes as a system we will deploy our Docker containers. CI/CD pipelines, continuous integration, continuous delivery. Currently, almost every company trying to find the developers that can do the job from end to end, like from the main functions to create an image, to set some kind of testing pipeline, to deploy, to scale, and to monitoring. So I believe that maybe topics I listed here for you will help you to do exactly these things, because we will check the theory of distributed systems. We will talk about Docker, Kubernetes, caching, Amazon Web Services as a place where our application works, and then we will go with Terraform as code infra as a code platform. Okay, so I will show you how to code the infrastructure, how does it works in real life, in real companies, and what should you know, how like a software engineer about that. So yeah, I believe that more or less that's all about topics. So let's go to our learning process, okay, workflow. A few words about how will we learn, about learning workflow, etc. First of all, I have topics for about 45 lessons, and I believe that it will take for about 9 months. Um, yeah, um, it is because we will do things from a very, very scratch. And I checked actually the most famous websites, services like LinkedIn, where I have a lot of job descriptions. And I checked that exactly in perspective of my course, like golang, backend, engineers. So I tried to put here in my course all topics you need to know to find good jobs. And after that, you will fear nothing, because maybe half of the things you will already know. And with this understanding, with this level of understanding, you guys will be able to learn another things by yourself. A few things about workflow, like I'm going to make a live sessions once or twice per week. I very recommend you to attend live sessions, because I found them much more effective than videos on YouTube, because you guys are able to train um, like your speak, maybe even leadership skills, and you're able to ask a question right here while I'm trying to tell you about some things. Also, I'm going to do a live coding sessions where we'll create some applications together. So you'll do that, or I will do that, and I will tell you how does it works in real life. Maybe it will be some servers, maybe some solutions from lead code, for example, or another services that helps developers to achieve some understanding of algorithms, etc. And also I'm going to invite the guys, like big guys, CTOs, senior engineers, managers, to my sessions, just to give you ability to ask the questions, to talk with them. So yeah, I still trying to decide which is the best format to do that, but I sure that I will choose the best. And that's all. So, guys, please subscribe to my channels. Here is my subreddit, Instagram. I have a Patreon for donations. So, your consuming, your activity is my all. I very appreciate every feedback, every comment on my video, because with your feedback, I able to edit, to alter my course, and to provide you the best service you can have. So, welcome, guys, and see you on my next lessons. Good luck! and happy coding.